Well, you mentioned kids. Your girlfriend, Marissa, had a miscarriage.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to have a son.
Yeah, he was supposed to come June 10th. He's supposed to be a Gemini.
Did it hurt you when it happened?
It hurt me hard. It hurt me real hard. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like I can't. Now that I know what life is, I can't dwell. I never been in a space too long. I cried a day, and the next day I'm like, all right, we gotta keep pushing, find a way to find something else. You know what I'm saying? Do something different. Find how we can improve it next go around. You know what I'm saying?
Is this the girl that you're with right now?
Mm-hmm. Currently.
Okay. Is this the one that you went on Instagram and said that the first day I met you?
Yeah. I did. That was facts. Hey, let me clear that up to the people, man.
Go ahead.
My nigga.
Tell everyone what you said.
I said nutted in you on the first time that I met you. So what happened was I was celibate for 2 months. I was celibate. So I didn't want to see her in person because I knew I was gonna fuck.
That was just the nut that just
man.
filled up the whole bathtub.
See, look, I was celibate 2 months, and I used to have her on FaceTime. We was on FaceTime 2 months, so I used to always tell her, I used to be like, I can't see you right now. I'm celibate. I'm working on something. I'm working on a goal. Boom. And when I finally saw her in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, we had already built a relationship through communication, which was the best thing I could have did. If I would have fucked her the first day I ever met her, came in contact with her for real, without no talking, we probably wouldn't have been where we at now. And she's like the best person I've ever been with, you know what I'm saying, woman-wise, you know what I'm saying? She's a real stand-up lady. So I'm glad I did what I did, talk to her for 2 months. That's why celibacy is so important. You know what I'm saying? I got to know who she was as a person instead of knowing who her pussy was before I got to know what her brain was about. So picked the brain 2 months straight. I was like, I really fuck with her. First time I met her, nutted in her, she was pregnant.
Oh, and that was the miscarriage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, but listen, I'm not going to say that I have been the most responsible human being, man, over the course of the years. There's been lots of no condom situations. There's been, there's been the pregnancy scares. There's been some plan Bs along the way and so forth.
Nigga, I thought I had 2 babies on the way at 14.
Oof. Okay.
14.
Want to hear an interesting little side note?
Lost my virginity at 8.
Okay. Let me tell you a little side note of a story. I interviewed Gary Payton.
Yeah.
Right? The basketball player. He had 2 sons, 5 months apart. Mm-hmm. Both of them named Gary. Mm-hmm. So his son, Gary Payton II, plays for the Warriors. Yep. Just won the finals. He has another son named Gary Jr. So he was like with his girl, and he got his other girl pregnant, and then they both had sons, and he named them both the same thing.
Yeah. When I was dating my Gary II's mom, who I met in high school. And then when I got the NBA, I had a relationship with another lady. Uh-huh. So happened they both had the kids in the same year. So it was like they both wanted to name him Gary. So I said, okay, cool. You could name one Gary Jr. and one Gary II. So it was one of them things where it worked out for me. I'm happy for that. I got 2 sons named after me. We can keep my name going on. So that's all I was talking about. Just keep my name going on.
Motherfuckers really wild out sometimes. But look, what I was gonna say is listen, I haven't been the most responsible person myself. I get it, right? Shit happens, you get lost in the moment and everything else like that. But you have 1 child already with someone who you were not married to, and you went through a degree of drama of 2 young people, 2 teenagers having a kid when you guys really were not ready for it, just to be honest. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all's relationship is, but 2 teenagers having a child usually means that people, neither one is ready for it. They just got caught up in the moment. Now, here you are with 1 child. You're 19 now or 20? 19.
20 this year.
20 this year. Do you feel like, okay, look, I can't just be nutting in everybody. You know what I mean? Do you feel like you need to really switch up the way you do things? Because at the end of the day, it's funny to laugh about Nick Cannon's situation and all his kids. He's got 9 kids with 6, 7 different women. They're all born right around the same time. Yeah, it's cool, whatever. But that's a very stressful situation for him, I'm sure. Trying to juggle all these different children, these different baby mothers, the relationships. And you're not going to get to spend the time. Like you talking about how because of the drama you went through, you missed a whole year. You know what I'm saying? When you're not really married to someone or in a very serious relationship with someone, you're not going to really get to be the father that you could be to that child.
See, but what a lot of people don't understand, though, is us males are meant to produce. That's what sex is for. Sex isn't for pleasure. Sex is generally to have a baby, and that's it. That's what God designed it for it to be. You know what I'm saying? Us, gorillas, and dolphins, we the only mammals that have sex for pleasure. So, like, with that being said,
I never knew that. That's actually an interesting group of animals right there.
Yeah.
Humans, gorillas, and dolphins.
Yeah.
They all get buck wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we really here to produce. So it never was a point in my life to where I didn't want to have kids. I just always wanted to be able to financially support them. So when I was 14 and I thought I had 2 babies on the way, I was telling both of the girls, I'm like, yo, we need to abort. Like, I don't know how I'm a support this baby, and kind of find out both of them wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? They was not mine.
Wait. They both had kids. They both weren't yours?
They both wasn't mine. It was crazy. I don't know how. One of them looked just like me, and I'm like, yo, that's mine. And it wasn't mine. You know what I mean? But now that I can raise a village. I know what I want. I know that I want a lot of women to be able to help raise what I got going on. I want to do things how my ancestors did it. They had 10 to 15 kids and like 3 to 4 wives to help them with everything. Okay. So like,
so that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I want.
So you want to have 10 to 15 kids.
I want to have like 10 kids for sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, listen, if you're coming in with your eyes open, then all good.
Yeah, for sure. You just gotta know what you want out of it. You know what I mean? If you just doing it to doing it, I'm pretty sure Nick got a purpose with every nut he busts, because there's no way he's just slipping up doing it. I don't think, I think it's a purpose behind it. We'll probably know later on in the future.
Well, or maybe it just feels better when you don't pull out. You can create a whole storyline around it, but as someone that has sex thousands of times, I can tell you that it feels better not to pull out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.